Introduction of Computer Processing System for Rotary Use Exchange Program to enhance the development and facilitate the processing and to promote the use exchange program. PDG GMD of Taiwan has spent years of his own company's resources to have developed this system and now offers it to all the Rotary districts in the whole world to use for free. Well, to use this system, first we have to launch the IE browser. After we launch the IE browser, we type in the URL address column www.rotary-yep.org and hit return. After you hit the return, first you will see the system's welcome screen comes out. And when you see this welcome screen, first you are asked to identify yourself. Since you are district officer, so you click district officer. And now we take district 4550 in Brazil as an example. You fill in 4550 and then user ID. All the district chairs will be given by DVD a temporary user ID and also a temporary password. So in this case, David temporary ID is DAVID MF and password and then login. After login, you see the data display from whatever is currently in the database system. You can temporarily forget this. Now you are invited to do the initial setup by clicking the button on the upper right corner. Click initial setup. Now you see this screen to ask you modify your password. This screen, first you are asked to modify your user ID. Your user ID has no limit for length, so it could be a combination of numerics and also alphabet characters at any length you prefer, at any choice of a combination you like and or most convenient for you. Then the password must be at least 8 characters. It could be a combination of numerics and also alphabet data, and both user ID and the password are not case sensitive. It could be uppercase or lowercase. So just say, for instance, as David MF, you change the password, the ID as David NF, and you change the password, even though this you just presume that you change it. After you change your ID and password, you have then that you go down to modify your district contact person's data. What means district contact data, person's data, is this data is stored into the system so that when the student comes to use the online application form, after the student complete or send the application form out to the system, the student will automatically receive an email coming to his or her email address with this person's data in the email, so that whenever the student has any problem or any questions to ask, he or she will know whom to contact. And this is why we need this data here. And this data can be yourself, or it can be the district other YEOs, or even a paid employee such as a paid secretary taking care of the use exchange program. After you key in all these data, you are asked to save the modification. If you don't save the modification, the data you key in would not be saved into the system. So you hit it and then it is saved. After this, then you have to set up the password for the club. You click the bottom, it will bring you this screen, and these are the clubs currently involved this current year for the Youth Exchange program. Either it is only for sponsoring, or it is only for hosting, or it sponsors the student to go out and also host the student inbound. Their names will be all here, and then each club has a club ID, and also they will also have a password. In case that this year you have new clubs to participate in the Youth Exchange program, what you can do is here you key in the Rotary Club's name, and then you give them a temporary password, and then you add, such as I say ABC Club, and then 111111 is a temporary. After you edit this club that you just add appears here, ABC Club and password 11111111. Whatever the name you add will be coming down here, and if you find any club that participated in last year and it is not participating this year, you can delete the name, such as just click here and then you are asked, are you sure you want to delete? You say sure, and then that club and the password will be deleted. After you do all kind of modification, you have to modify. You say modify, save, set. All of club must change password at the next login. Okay, if you just hit modify and then you go return. After you set the club, you set up level of authorization. In this screen, those people are the YEOs in your district authorized to use this system. First, you have a title, either coordinator, correspondent, inbound coordinator, or secretary. And if any of the title is not seen here, you can add title. What you can do is that you can add new title. You can also delete existing title. And after you add a new title, you should add title, and then that new title will be coming down, such as I type inbound coordinator, and then I add title. Okay, now the title inbound coordinator is here, and if I want to delete this title, I just tick here, then the title is deleted. Okay, you return, then you select the title, coordinator, you key in your district YEO's name, John Davidson, and you give him a temporary password, must be minimum 8 character, and then you add user. That this user, John Davidson, with temporary password is added here, and you can authorize him whether he can only read the data in the system, or he can also write, which is modifying the data in the system. So this is first is the photo. Of course, you can read only. Application form, read only. Guarantee form, read only. Host club information, then he can, you see how you authorize him. He can read, or he can also modify or write That means he can key in the data, and then monthly report he can only read, and etc. etc. You authorize this person YEO that you add to the system, and you authorize him the authority whatever you can do. And if this one is to be deleted, you change a new one, then you just click it here, and then this person can be deleted. After you do all the modification and key in, you should hit save, so that the data that you key in will be saved into the system. Then after that you return, and this completes your initial setup. So it is very easy, and after you complete the initial setup, you log out yourself. That brings you to the welcome screen again.